Hi, good afternoon everybody. Myself Salma and I have my friend Bhuvan and Alex. We three will be presenting on corporate social responsibility and later we will be discussing a case study regarding the same. So let's begin. Well, we all know by now that what is corporate social responsibility and what role it plays in all the companies and why it is important. To begin with, presently the company role has changed and they are becoming more aware about their work and they are more careful regarding their employees, the customer and the environment they are in, and they take care that nothing is being compromised while they earn profit through their company. And the company is expected to be more and more conscious about their employees and environment. Therefore, the CSR has been more important as we go ahead. We should know the definition as we discuss this thing and the case study. So what is corporate social responsibility? It is the company taking responsibility of the environment, he being socially responsible while making profit. It's a long-term benefit. It's a long-term vision that the company holds while making profit. Although earlier in the history we read that profit was the main motive of the company, but as the time has changed, company has realized that he should be more responsible, and more than that, we should leave something for the future generation, and that is why the corporate social responsibility has come and is playing very important role in every company. So corporate social responsibility aim to ensure that company conducts that business in a way that is ethical. This means taking account of their social, economic and environmental impacts and considering of human rights. So what are the benefits of CSR? Firstly, when you have high morals, your brand name is recognized. Like we all know the famous brands, and they all have great morals, and this helps building the company's reputation. With increasing the company's reputation, it also increases sales and customers' loyalty, because they know that environment, the company is not doing anything that is affecting the environment, and by doing so they reduces the cost of operation, and therefore there is a financial benefit to the company and to the customer. So it attracts more talents and creativity, and therefore there is an organizational growth, and which increases the capital of the company, in which directly benefits employees and the customers. So why would company be socially responsible? Company should be socially responsible because now with time and with the global warming, every company is being aware that he should be responsible, otherwise they won't be stand in the competition, because everyone is trying to be socially responsible, and if one company is not doing that, then he will be left behind and will be left out from the competition. Therefore it is becoming very important that he should be aware of what he is doing, whether he is not harming the environment, or whether any product which is being used is not good for the environment. For the employer, CSR is now seen as an important way to increase competitiveness advantage, protect and raise brand awareness, build trust with customers and employees. With that, we are having a general idea what CSR is, and now we will see the case study how CSR has been affected by the conflicts raised by the company. This case study is about the 4 major multinational brands, that is Apple, Coca-Cola, Canon and Walmart, which is known to be very socially responsible and being emerged as a very giant group. But they did have many conflicts and social responsibility issues in the beginning, and we'll know at the end how they have managed to come and try to emerge themselves from being in the conflicts. So before I begin the 4 companies example, let me tell you that every country has a different perspective about CSR, and therefore there is no general rule in CSR. So the lack of public regulation regarding corporate best practices in most countries, sustainability reporting has become increasingly relevant, although there is no specific regulation for CSR. Therefore, this article investigates conflicts that has affected CSR policy of these multinational companies. And the first one is Coca-Cola. We all must be knowing that Coca-Cola was started in business in 1886 as a local soda producer in Atlanta, Georgia, selling about 9 beverages per day. In 2005, it became largest manufacturer, distributor and marketer of non-alcoholic beverages and syrup in the world. Coca-Cola is publicly held company listed in New York Stock Exchange. By 2007, Coca-Cola launched its sustainability framework Life Positively, embedded in system at all the levels from production and packaging to distribution. So the core areas are beverage benefit, active healthy living, community, energy and climate, sustainable packaging, water, steward and workplace. So what is this conflict? In 2004 till 2007, Coca-Cola had a very bad phase in India. In Rajasthan, where the water is the major problem and is having the least rainfall, and that is where the Coca-Cola plant was established, and it was extracting almost 30% of the groundwater. Therefore, there was a problem, and it was claimed that Coca-Cola plant is extracting all the water, and it is being problematic that people are not getting the water for drinking and for agriculture. Initially, Coca-Cola denied having product beverage containing pesticides, which was also an issue, and later on there were some issues in Germany and in Europe with same issue of using more water for manufacturing beverages. But initially they denied the claims and tried to prove its integrity instead of demonstrating concern towards the situation. So Coca-Cola failed to regain customers' trust, and there was a fall in stock market for Coca-Cola. There was a sense that Coca-Cola is not being responsible, and this is how the customer lose their faith, and they realize that Coca-Cola should do something, should change the way they make things. And that time Coca-Cola was viewed as a corporate villain who care more about profit than public health. In comparison, previous conflict experience in the company in US and Belgium were better handled because it includes stakeholders engaged in its strategy. So here we can understand the CRS policy in every country is different, which is why the conflicts that arises to company is different, and company should understand these regulation and should make sure that the environment is not been compromised. Later on, it appeared that company became aware of its mistake after the controversy and had been ongoing for a couple of years. And now lately in 2017 they have made sure that the water is being used properly, and they use rainwater, and they have built dam checks so that village people don't get compromise of having less amount of water, and now the issue is being solved to some extent.
Yeah. The next topic is about Walmart. Walmart is known as one of the best private dealer in the US and also in other countries, and it has about nearly 62. It covers about 62 countries and nearly 1,300 companies who work under Walmart, and it has known as the best one-stop experience for the customers, and Walmart was established in 1962, and it was established in Rogers Arena in US, and it has established in the trade industry in 1969, and the trade has merely gone up within a few years, and Walmart has earned a good name within a short time. And Walmart CSR policy. What does the Walmart CSR policy cover is it provides limitations to the suppliers who supply to the Walmart, so that they follow some rules and regulations, so that they maintain quality which the Walmart supplies to the customers, so that the nature is not affected, and also the people who are getting those products are benefited with it. And the Walmart always produce their social responsibility through their website. They mention every product they get, and the details of the product are mentioned in their online site, so that people get a view of the products. And Walmart has been an emerging private actor in transforming the law, and they have just first begun with the global legislature, where they highlight the relationship to regulate the behavior among the suppliers, and next the Walmart has just updated it to as global sustainable report, where in 2011, where they would mention the trade details with the customers. And Walmart CEO says that this change reflects the new social and environmental dimensions that they have added to the support. And now we will talk about the conflicts of Walmart, and the first conflict is with Dukes, and this is about the conflict is about discrimination of women in Walmart, and they have discussed that many of the women in Walmart are not getting enough priority in their work, and even they are not getting enough promotions when compared with others. So the first case was filed in US, that is in California in US, and the case has went through until 2005, and the Walmart has lost the case, and they have forwarded the case to other court, and in 2011 the Walmart has proved that they have given an equal chance to women in their work. And the other case was using of child labor in Bangladesh, where the press has published that children were paid with less than minimum wages, and they are made to work in the industries. And the major conflict with this was the Walmart just breaks the contract with the factory or industry who they are supplying, but they do not take any action on them. And what does the Walmart post conflict say? It tells that after 2000 until 2005, they do not mention any importance to the usage of child labor in work. But after 2005, they have mentioned that any company that which uses children about under 18 or 16 years would not be made under their company, and they would lose their contract with it, and nearly 191 companies have been terminated from the contract after in between 2005 to 2007, and after 2011 even the Walmart has mentioned that there is no that women are not there should be no partiality to anyone who are working in the company. And the next topic is about Apple. Apple was established in 1977, and it has changed the world into the other dimension, and it has led to many developments. But in 2011 they have earned about 108 millions, and it is about 60% more when compared with 2010. And Apple CSR policy. What Apple CSR policy is, they mention every update of their product and every detail about their product in their online site. They even mention the financial information and also the lawsuits, and they also mention their conduct and policy in their online site. But the main objective of the Apple is about honest and their service. And the Apple conflict. The main conflict of Apple is about is in China, and the main reason is, can you pause it? Just pause it. It's Foxconn, and what's the reason is in Foxconn is there are about 13 members who committed suicide in the Foxconn company, and this is and even a press report. Press in China has filed a case that Chinese are discriminated in the Foxconn company, and most people do not. Most people support the Foxconn company because they prefer that many other companies even pressure the employees to do more work. But in Foxconn they are given they are given enough money, or they are given facilities to their work. But the problem is the minimum facilities provided by the Apple is they are provided with games and also swimming pool. But the problem is in Foxconn the employees should work for about 70 hours per week, and the employees don't get enough time to use the facilities. But the press has mainframed that the suicide of 13 people is due to the pressure of the company. But there may be many other reasons for this. And labor and human rights. The Apple has developed the labor and human rights about that no employee should work more than 70 hours. The working hours of the employee should be limited to 50 to 60 hours, and they should not be pressurized to do the work. They should be given enough time to work and even get chance to work from their home. And Apple CSR policy post-conflict. And here the Apple clearly mentioned that the health and safety of the employees is more important than the output of the company, because they, according to their view, that if an employee is good, is healthy and good, he leads to more profits and also more development. And even 10% of Apple's income is spent in development and research.
Okay, let's move to the last case of our presentation. Last story in the current case study related to Canon, one of the famous company in the world, which was founded in 1937, and currently she has a leader in the in the last decades. She was leader in the equipment, photo equipment, medical equipment, and having more than 200 departments across the world, and only the main Canon company involve 26,000 employees, and all the corporation involve 160,000 employees across the world. It's a big corporation, big world corporation. As in previous stories, Canon has conflict in their around the 2007, when management of the company was excessive concentrate on their employees' performance. That is why in one of the department, Germany department, was a conflict between our employee and their management. It was related with health care, was related with stress-related disorders, when people must walk only by their foot and mustn't sit during the day. And other limitation was other limitations were connected with the speed of the moving across the offices and other buildings, Canon's buildings. It was very strange rules, very strange regulations, internal regulations, which led to big health problem in the employee. So the conflict, eventually the conflict was resolved, and was resolved with a good result for next activity of the company. I mean, that time was arranged the good health programs for employee, which each of them have an opportunity perform medical assessment every year, and they have a good healthy lifestyle programs, and it had a good result to employee engagement in this company, and consequently it leads to good performance and good income. So the main point in all series of cases is that any conflict should be used the experienced management to change their policy and arrange a good condition for their employee. So good management should predict any conflicts, having experience of these 4 studies. But if the conflict has already begun, the management should use this conflict to change the policy and improve situation. It is their ethical policy in any company. That's it. It was our case.